tonight. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Adams. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Adams. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 55 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to him.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Rolling to his right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Adams going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Adams. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Adams. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, or touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Whitfield. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now left side on the swing pass. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 3 yards is the distance on the punt there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Adams on 1st and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Charles. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
End of the first half. With the score, Bengals 28.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they try the right side here, and it's a fumble.
A running play. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 22-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Hunter. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Number 83.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
The third down pass.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. Touchdown. Number 15 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll run on first down. Hunter. And shedding through the tackle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On first down, Whitfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Continuing to fight for more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Adams on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so...
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 55 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let him get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Tonight,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10.